G'day guys, Elfie here. I've been promising for a while that I would do a tour of my new maths world. So it's 20 to 12. The kids did their first run through, or one group of kids did their first run through here today. So what better time to go through and see what sort of mess they made of the world as they went. So when students come in, they spawn here. The first thing they see is either the ocean and the dock, or this math thing and this person here called Jessica. So Jessica is a custom NPC, and she welcomes them to the island, basically, and tells them what she wants them to do. So some kids have dug out a little tunnel there, obviously trying to steal some of my gold, I would think. So each of these areas where there are build disallow blocks that you can see around the place as I tour is a spot for another NPC and another quest. So here there'll be a fisherman that needs help with something mathematical, and so on and so forth. So town square and chickens, and this is where the jobs are. So currently there's only one job: Philip the greatest sorcerer, blah da 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 da. If you want to read it, feel free to pause the video and read it. But basically this is a way to get the kids to head into the wizard tower that's there and complete the quest for today. So a student has attempted to build something here, Shannon, and she's locked us out. So let's put ourselves out of creative so I don't just break it. Go in and have a look. Okay. So she started a bit of a mine as well. She's got some of the... Let's have a read. Okay. Let's see what Shannon himself did. Right. So this will give you an idea. Now that I've got this, I will put it back before I finish the recording, but this will give you an idea of what the students did. Alright. So the idea there, now that I've done that, I will put all of that back the way it was, put myself back in creative, and away we go. Oh, someone's built a massive tower over there. I'm going to have to go and have a bit of a tour later and see what's happening. We'll see what the kids have been up to. So, someone else's house, they started to build here. That's cool. So anyway, the students, the whole idea today was A, to get the students into the world and get them having a bit of a go, and B, to get them to learn something about probability. So these NPCs are brilliant at doing what I want them to do. Some tweaks, some changes I would like. Is it right? Pick up. This is a problem, and I'm not quite sure how to fix it. That book is supposed to be in there. Students, if I remove that disallow block, if I remove that allow block, students can't access it. But if I leave that there, they can take the book out and destroy it, I think. Yeah. So I need to come up with another solution there, long term, or just start teaching the kids not to mess around. So I want to check in here because the kids were supposed to put their research notes in here. And a few of them have. That's great, so I'll check them later. Anyway, you would have noticed when I came up, Kenneth threw a red wool and a green wool at me. These are items that we can trade with Philip with. So Philip is a sorcerer. He looks kind of magic-y, doesn't he? And he has a dialogue tree that allows the students to either choose to do this quest or not. Now, of course, the aim is that all the students do choose to do the quest, and so if we say yes, and you can see down at the bottom there, start a new quest, we'll trade items, and what I do is I give him the red wool, I can pull out the instructions. I give him the green wool, I can pull out a book I can write in. And then if we come and right click on this book and go to this, we end up in a different looking world where the test stations are, and there's more NPCs just to add a little bit of character to the activity, I guess, for lack of a better word. So one of the really cool things about these NPCs is I can give every student the same book that's been written by me. So this book is the instruction booklet. So it says, if we get in there, instructions written by Elfie. So experimental probability instructions, and it goes through and it tells them exactly what they need to do, how to record their results, and so on and so forth. Alright, but the basic premise of the activity is that, so here the pigs have a 3 out of 9 chance, the cows have a 4 out of 9 chance, and the sheep have a 2 out of 9 chance. So the students press this button, something drops, they record what that is, and they do that 9 times. So that, for each coloured station, they get a result sheet like this, and it's on each different page. So they just drop, and away they go. So there's 5 different stations, all with different theoretical probabilities. So the idea is the students complete these 5 tests, think about comparing the theoretical probability on the sign with the experimental probability they get after doing the experiment. Once they've got a bit of an understanding about that, they head up to the top platform here, where the theoretical probability is not known. So they perform the same test, they press these buttons 9 times, record what falls, and then write what they think the theoretical probability would be for that particular test. So I've just given you all the answer there. And then they come back, show their teacher their book. If their teacher says yes, they then sign that book and get given one of these tokens. So these tokens, if I explain what's happened here, I've actually got the custom NBT edit installed on this server and my computer as well. So what this allows me to do is actually add a damage number to this particular item. That means that they cannot get this item in the game any other way other than getting it off me out of this chest. So that's got a damage value of 1. So that's a completely customized item that will allow me to restrict students getting it. So once they've done that, they come back here, they have a chat to Philip. He says thanks for their work because they've completed it, and they get a reward of full chainmail, iron sword, half a stack of potatoes, a stack of bricks, I think it's half a stack of wood and half a stack of torches. So that's their reward for doing that. So then the hope today was they had about an hour and a half in the world. So I didn't expect that activity to take more than about an hour, so I was expecting them to have about half an hour to actually play in the game and start building their homes and start owning this world, so they want to come back and they want to do the quests and want to be rewarded for these things. So that's another house down here. Great. So it looks like quite a few students have started building, which is really good to see. But that's the basic premise of the first activity. The basic premise of the whole world is that this will be a persistent world that the students can come in and play on at lunchtime, and maybe if later in the year I can get it working properly from home as well with students from their year level. So it'll only be open to year 8 students at my school, and so therefore it will be essentially a safe environment for them to play. So they can come in and play. They could probably redo quests if they wanted to get those rewards again. If I can get that working in such a way that it is self-sustaining rather than teacher-directed, that would be the ideal. I'm still trying to work out how to do that so that they get that final token without a teacher around, so that they can do that at their own time if they wanted to repeat that quest. So on my blog there is a list of the different activities I plan on putting in here. There's, I think, a good 10 or 12 different activities I plan on getting the students to do in here. So each of those will have a quest associated with them, and the students will get rewards based on how generous I'm feeling at the time, or what students are saying they need while they're playing the game, and things like that. So a substantive world for the whole year that students, I'm hoping, can come in and play and work together with each other, and also learn some maths along the way. So that's the Mathlandia update. Really corny name, but it is what it is. There will be... Oh, good. It's just sunk into the ground. This is what I'm calling Banishment Island. So if the students, I've got to stop calling them kids, break some rules, I can come here and bring the students here, and they will not be able to go anywhere. So they'll be stuck here. So that's sort of just a punishment place. If the kids are starting to break rules or behave in a way that I don't think is appropriate, they'll go in there. I'll go and have that discussion with them, and then let them out again. So it's not a permanent removal from the world. It's just a first step, if you will. So that's pretty much it for Mathlandia. I'm hoping to find some time to record some more feature type things, because there's a new release just around the corner. There is a pre-release or snapshot, or whatever we're calling, I think it's snapshot, in the members area now. If you do have Minecraft Edu already and you want to test the latest version that allows you to have mods with some other pretty neat features as well, head over to the members area, log in, and you'll be able to download that and help us test it, as well as explore the possibilities that having mods enable. Well, thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.